Appreciate you having us. We're excited.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Soda City Live, calling all youth and young adults. There is an upcoming seminar that is geared toward equipping the youth and young adults with the knowledge and tools needed in today's world to navigate what is such a difficult society when you think about the young people. Joining us today are the leaders of the Community Outreach Initiative, Ashley James, who is the founder of Releasing the Weight, and Sherry Jones, the founder of Sherry Speaks Life. Ashley and Sherry, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This sounds like an amazing organization. When I was reading up on it before the interview, I was very impressed, especially when you talked about the name, Releasing the Weight. There's so much weight on our youth in today's society, from social media to battling just everyday life and trying to
Yes.
find where they fit in. What inspired you to create this organization?
Well, actually, my father was incarcerated when I was going through middle and high school, and so I wanted to create an organization for young people to, kind of forgive their parents and things like that so that they can pursue purpose and different things. So release the weight of maybe unforgiveness and other things. Like you said, social anxiety and pressures of the world and cares.
And so did you have that place to go to release your weight?
Well, for me, I am strong in my faith, and I do have a lot of women that I was surrounded around during that time that always poured into me and made sure that that I was taken care of and that I, had the support needed.
And the reason I ask is because there's so many people who don't have that support.
Yes.
And so they can get that through your organization
Yes.
and this event that you have coming up. I understand, Ms. Sherry, that you're going to be one of the presenters at the event where the youth will get some techniques on how to release their weight in the positive way. Tell us about your experience and why you felt motivated to join this event.
Well, because I feel like our youth, it's a cliche, but our youth are the future, but that
Yeah.
really is true. And I think a lot of our youth, they don't have the confidence that they need for public speaking, for leadership. And then I'll also be doing a presentation on conflict resolution. And I think that's a big thing with our youth today because they're so, angry. There's a lot of pent up anger and not a way to release that anger,
A
which
lot
is
of
how,
shootings, as we
and
know.
shootings and things
Yeah.
like that. So this will help them to give them the tools that you don't have to grab the gun. You don't even have to fight. You can talk things out and you can resolve conflict. So that's why when she approached me about coming and speaking, I was like, yes, I really want to help the youth in this area.
Properly using your words. Tell us about the overall plan for the event. What's all going to take place and when is it?
Well, as Ms. Sherry stated, we're starting with Find Your Voice, I think, and that resolves finding your voice in the workplace as well as in like family, career, anything in life. Sometimes young people are silenced by different situations and,
That's right.
and sometimes people in their life. So I just want to encourage them to find that voice and be confident when they're out in public speaking. So it's kind of a twofold thing. The second thing would be Miss Graham. She's not with us today, but she's also a youth advocate, and I just want her to inspire young people to be mindful of the company that they keep.
And
Because
this is Miss Salima, right?
Yes.
Who has a very personal story about
Yes.
her daughter, Sanai Amehotep, who we've covered so many times.
Yes, and she's a perfect example for
Yeah.
this. She also has a walk coming up for that as well in August. And then the third part, we have investigator Michael Edwards with Richland County Cybercrimes. As we know, children and cell phones, tablets, all types
Yeah.
of things. He'll be able to cover any questions regarding that. And then we're going to close out with Miss Sherry yet again with that conflict resolution, just teaching them how to communicate with their family, friends, or even at work, because conflicts can arise anywhere.
And this is targeting a specific age?
I say 12 and up, but I believe that their parents can also learn and glean from anything that Miss Graham or Miss Sherry has to say, especially Richland County as well.
And I'll leave the last word with you, Ms. Sherry, about the importance of parents coming to this. It's going to be fun. There's going to be giveaways there as well and a lot of hands-on activities and very personal conversations. But why do you think parents need to be out there as well?
I believe because parents, I'm big on speaking life and the words that we speak to our children, and they have an impact. I always say something that someone said to you at 5 impacts you at 50. And when we're mindful of the words that we say to our children, we're setting them up for success. So I think the things that I'm going to share will benefit the parents as well, because it's not just teaching the children to speak life, but teaching the parents to speak life into their children.
Very well said. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show. Let's pull the details one more time. Strategies for success, releasing Missing the Weight, hosted by a youth organization that's hoping to do just that, July 20th in Elgin. I'll post the details on my Facebook page as well. It is totally free. Parents, children targeting 12 and up, please come out. Let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Clark now, where there is a thunderstorm warning in Calhoun County. Adam.